So, you've come to hear me tell a story, have you?
If you please, we would love to hear one of your stories. You have seen so much. You have lived so long.
Oh, so good of you to remind me of my age, child. No, don't worry. I am an old woman, but I've lived a long and fulfilling life, and I do have stories to tell. Which story would you like to hear?
A true one. A true story.
All my stories are true, child. There are enough fairy tales in the worlds already. There's no need for me to make up more, believe me.
Tell us the story of the balance, then.
You want the story of the balance? Oh, that's a long story, child, and not one I'd venture to tell at this hour. But perhaps I could tell you a story that I heard a long time ago. A story that became a crucial turning point in the history of the balance, and that set in motion wheels that to this day are still turning.
Please, yes, that does sound like a story we'd like to hear.
Very well. This story, like all good stories, begins where it ends, in a tower, in a realm that is no more.
Don't tell me I'm dreaming again. You know, for once, just once, it would be nice to have a decent night's sleep without waking up screaming from a bad dream at 4 a.m.
So hi, this is The Longest Journey. It's a point-and-click adventure game, and it's really pretty. in a 1999 kind of way. This is a bit stretched. It's not designed to be widescreen. I've actually got it in windowed mode, and I'm recording with OBS and then stretching it to fit the screen. This playthrough is going to be more of a walkthrough, showing everything and showing you how to complete the game, so I'll be shutting up for most of it. My biggest general tip is to click on everything. Not only will this give you a better experience, but it's how you win the game. Click on everything, interact with everything you can in every way available. This game has a lot of talking. It's a game where you're supposed to sit down, chill out, and just enjoy the experience. Obviously, there are puzzles that you have to solve as well. That's all I wanted to say, really. So get comfortable and enjoy. So if you move your cursor around the screen, you can click on things when this icon appears. You can even click on yourself.
I'm in my undies. That's so not appropriate. Postcard pretty. Real life never looked this good. There's a storm heading this way. Even the weather sucks in my dreams. I feel so charmed.
To move April around, you just click when the cursor is an arrow. You can also double click to make her run instead of walk.
What's happening? Oh, perfect. I guess if I don't do something to save that egg, I'll suffer 7 years of bad karma or something.
So this is the really nicely designed interaction interface. You can either interact with your eyes, your mouth, which isn't available in this case, usually to talk to people, or your hands.
It looks reptilian, but it can't be. It's much too big and I don't much care for reptiles. Did that sound come from the egg? Boy, that's some chick. I don't think I can get a good grip on it. It's too big and slippery, and I might drop it by accident. It's a nest, padded with large scales, very large scales. For some strange reason, I have a feeling I should get the hell out of here before the tenants return.
Let's pick it up.
This is interesting. I've never seen a scale this size before. I'll keep it as a souvenir.
So this has added it to our inventory. It's just up on this black bar. It's usually hidden unless you mouse over it. Inventory, you can then interact with objects in your inventory as well.
It's a large, slick, and somehow disturbingly reptilian scale.
You're going to want to interact with everything in your inventory so that you don't miss anything.
It's as dry as a bone. It'd probably snap right off in a second. I'm an artist, not a botanist, but I'm pretty certain this tree is dead, or close to it.
Oh, the suffering we must endure.
What?
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing us?
Torturing you? Who are you?
We are the voice of all trees, the spirit of wood and leaf.
You're a talking tree?
No, a tree does not talk. At least not in your tongue. The tongue of trees is the language of wood, root, and leaf.
Who are you then?
Like we said, we are the voice of all trees. Whenever an injustice is done, we must speak for the tree if we are present.
It's the branch. I shouldn't have broken the branch off.
Oh, what does it matter anyway? There is nothing more to be done for us. We are simply here to provide comfort in the final passing to Earth.
We? I only see one of you.
We are one with our host. as we are all one spirit, but legion.
Yeah, thanks for clearing that up.
We do not expect you to understand. You are human.
What happened to the tree?
Oh, the pain. As the battle raged, we...
Battle?
Between the Mother and Black Chaos. She was only protecting her child, but it would not back down, and the force of their battle shook the mountain. The brook that fed us was led astray, and without water, we began to wither and die.
What's the deal with the egg?
Egg? What egg? Oh, of course, the child. Whenever the mother was absent, we were entrusted with the safety of the child. But now, withered and without strength, we can do nothing to help. We have failed the mother, and we despair. Our shame knows no bounds.
Who are you again?
We are the wood spirit. We come to all trees in the hour of great need to provide comfort and aid in the passing to earth, and to give a voice to those who suffer. Our time is running out as we speak. The passing to earth is about to begin. Leave us now.
What about the egg?
Oh, it is too late. Without sustenance, we do not have the strength to bring it safely home. We have failed, and the earth will know our shame for all time to come.
Isn't there anything I can do to help?
Oh, we do not expect a human to come to our aid.
Lose the attitude, okay? Just tell me if there's anything I can do.
It is futile. We need water, but there is none. Not after the brook changed course.
I'll find a way. Don't panic.
We do not panic. Unlike you, we accept our destiny. If, however, against all odds, you do succeed, we will carry the child safely back into its nest. Do not make a foolish attempt on your own. It would spell certain misery.
According to the, spirit, there was some kind of battle that split the rock and changed the course of the stream. Fresh mountain water. Back in the real world, they'd probably charge $15 a bottle for this.
So what we need to do is channel the stream down to the tree. In our inventory we've got this branch, which looks kind of like a fork, and this large scale, which looks like water could run down it. So what you want to do is stick the branch in the ground. You have to click it on the stream. And then take the scale and use it on the branch.
This should do the trick. Talk about instant rehab. Hello? Hello?
Leave us be.
Are you okay?
We find our strength returned, and so we have no time for idle conversation. We must drink and rejoice.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Hush, listen. The song of ancient wood. Is it not sweet?
Sweet, definitely. Yeah. The baby's probably ready to boogie down as well.
The baby. Oh, the egg. Thank the earth. We almost forgot.
Uh-oh. What? What was that? Uh-oh.
It is you. You have come.
You know me?
April, daughter, I have been waiting for you.
Waiting? Why?
Because it begins here, with you, as it always has.
What do you mean?
The breach and the mending, the pain and the joy, the end of the old and the dawn of the new. A different world. I am the mother of what is, but you are the mother of a future that may yet be.
How will I know? How will I know what to do?
I will guide you, and I will protect you as much as I can. But in the end, you are on your own.
I'm afraid.
You always were, my child, my daughter.
This is probably not a good thing. What a nightmare. I'm completely exhausted. I must have been tossing and turning all night. It's so hot in here, too. No wonder I keep having these weird dreams. I've basically been simmering in my own sweat every night this past week. Doesn't look like it's gonna cool down anytime soon, either. It's another sunny day in Newport. Well, it's a good thing the studio's got proper air conditioning. I promised myself I was going to spend most of the day working, and I don't intend to break that promise. Not this time.
Welcome to the room of April Ryan. Interact with everything. This is April's cash card.
My cash card at the moment is really quite useless. There can't be more than $1 or $2 left in it. I had to borrow some posters from the cafe because I just can't afford to buy any of my own. When I think about it, that's so depressing. I like my outfit. It's inexpensive, but cool.
I mean, that's your underwear at the moment, but okay.
Nice view, if you're into brickwork.
So you can open this window. You need to open it and then look out of it again. You need to do this, because it will be essential to look out here later on.
It's a seagull. The poor guy looks quite hungry. Spiky.
Spiky.
Spiky. Whatever those pipes are spewing out, I know one thing for sure. It ain't water. I still haven't figured out what runs through the canals in Venice, but I'm sure it can't be water. It's a rusty old grill, kept afloat by a rubber ducky. It's a rubber ducky, helplessly trapped under that rusty old grill. I don't know what that chain's for, but it's connected to some kind of mechanism at the bottom of the canal.
The only thing you can do here right now is click on this clothesline.
It's a clothesline.
And let it go.
It's a clothesline. I'm not good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine despite months of neglect. The wardrobe is actually made of real wood, and not that synthetic crap that makes me sneeze and itch all over. Alright, so my wardrobe's sort of chic deficient, but I can't afford to be cutting edge. Useful, practical, and cheap is my shopping mantra. When fame and wealth come knocking, I'll buy a wardrobe the size of an ocean liner and fill it with clothes for $1 million. Right now, I'll try to focus on my work. An empty cardboard box. That's so not interesting.
April, that is not empty. It's got a monkey in it.
It's Constable Guybrush, my toy Oh, ape. He doesn't much like being called monkey.
This is why you should interact in your inventory with every item that you get, because some it does this. It zooms in on them and then you can interact with them further. And this is going to be important.
It's a wind-up mechanism.
Hey! You! Yeah, you! Hands up! Spread your legs! And do the monkey!
Mildly amusing, but irritating as hell. I think I'll shut him up now.
With Guybrush, you can interact with his eye.
I think one of his eyes is falling out. The eye came loose. Poor Constable Guybrush.
And it will pop out. I'm sure an eye will be important for something.
Sorry, Guybrush, but I need to borrow your eye for a while. It's a bunch of drawings I drew when I was a kid. I don't even know why I brought them here. They mean absolutely nothing to me. Bunch of useless old drawings. I could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get a house and fill it with all kinds of new junk. The past, who needs it? It's real wood. Shelves.
Shelves.
Still just shelves. Still just shelves. Still just shelves. It's just a chair. That's my desk, so, theoretically, that's where I'm supposed to do my work. I think my muse has departed me for greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best. It's been too hot to sleep with a cover, so I don't. I don't need to make my bed. It's been too hot to sleep with a cover. It's a picture of me and my friends. It's a picture of Charlie, Emma, and me in Florence Park. Marcus took it about a month ago before it got real hot. Monkey see, monkey do. Well, not without this he won't.
Ha! Lol, April, lol.
My on-again, off-again diary. We've had a turbulent relationship, her and I. Dear Diary, note to self. Dreams of talking trees and dragons aside, it's still no excuse for talking to inanimate matter in the real world. So quit it!
This is another item that you can interact with more in your inventory.
There's a loose sheet of paper in here. Hey, it's my timesheet from the cafe. I completely forgot I put it in here. Good thing I found it, 'cause I'm broke. I'm part of the should be reading more but life's too short generation. We embrace our illiteracy. The last book I read was How to Seduce the Man of Your Dreams. Now, if I can just find a man to dream about, I'll be all set. That's my work. It's supposed to be a portrait of my life study teacher, but I think you might disagree. That fan is supposed to keep the room nice and cool in the summer. Sure, yeah, it's at least, 1/4 of a degree cooler in here when it's on. I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
Hey, babe.
Babe.
Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
Ugh.
Zach, listen, I've got to run, and...
What's going on, April? How you been?
We don't like Zach. We're not going to give him the time of day.
I was doing just fine until you came along.
What's that? Hey, listen, I was thinking maybe you and I could hook up tonight, go to the pavilion or something. We could pop a few raptures, do a little close dancing. How about it?
What a creep.
No, that's not gonna work, Zach.
What? You got something against me, babe? Do I offend you in some way?
Oh, no. I just don't think it's a good idea for us to be together like that.
Hey, whatever. You come crawling back when you realize your mistake, babe. I'm out of here.
What an asshole.
So the only really important thing on this screen is the plant down here. You're going to want to take a leaf from this.
Organic plastic. It grows, and it converts carbon dioxide into oxygen, just like real plants, but it doesn't need nourishment of any kind. Convenient, but disturbing. It's a leaf of organic plastic. It grows. It converts carbon dioxide into oxygen, but it doesn't need water or sun. No nourishment of any kind, actually. Convenient, but disturbing. That's Zach's room. I've never been in there, and I pray I never will. Nuh-uh. I'm not knocking on that door unless it's absolutely necessary, and frankly, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
So this is how you can double click to run instead of walk. Moving around is very slow otherwise, so you're going to want to run most of the time.
It's a fact, as in FACT, Free Access Terminal. Computer.
Voice interface is not installed. Please use the touchscreen interface to communicate with this free access terminal.
Oh, okay.
Why not consider a very reasonable upgrade? In addition to a voice interface, true holo display technology and Instacredit compatibility.
No, I'll just use my hands, thanks.
You are missing out on a great opportunity. If you upgrade now...
Hold on. You understood that. You have a voice interface installed already. Why would I pay to have another one installed?
Current voice interface is for sales purposes only. If you take advantage of this very affordable upgrade today...
No, really. This terminal doesn't belong to me.
Noted. Please refrain from voice communication in the future, or you will be reported to the FACT FUB and charged for processing time.
FUB?
Fair Use Bureau. They are authorized to carry deadly arms.
Well, whatever. Sorry.
Next apartment along is Charlie's. He's actually our friend, unlike Zach, and he's really nice.
Charlie's apartment. His place is twice as big as mine, with a private bathroom and a huge bed. I guess he likes his creature comforts. Nobody home. asshole.